For the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they buy my...
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Tonight, we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and our home team. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
52. 52's the mic. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
5.
They'll run on first down. Dillon, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We got double up. Go. Motion.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right?
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Speed dribble.
On 3rd down, here's Peyton. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Hey, Mike 52. Watch twist.
Hard.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Hey, Steve 6. Go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
I'm coming after you. Mike.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here comes Grant on the return. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Ready? Take a step, ready?
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Ready?
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Hey!
Second and 10
Hey!
at the 27-yard line.
55. Hey, tight. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Ready?
Looking to throw on second down. Newton, and he hits Drake. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
Third and 2, Newton. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Able to power through. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Good.
Switch.
Watching your burn. And watch the leg.
55's mark, guy. 55. Switch.
On first down, it's Newton. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He got 29 yards that time. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Gun. 20.
On second and a couple, Newton. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Throwing again. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up out to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, high 7.
Back to throw. Herbert. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Dillon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Ready, ready. 10-2 soft.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Get it.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Johnson, the intended target. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From his goal line here, Newton. He's going to let one go into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time.
They'll take over 1st down and goal at the 2-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Go.
After the run, Newton going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. A shotgun snap for Newton. He gets it to Brown, complete. They convert on third with a gain of 22. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10, down at the 33. From the gun, it's Drake. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Great.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey, switch
Gun.
From the 29, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Throwing on third down, Newton. This will be caught by Brown. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready? Right to the 3. Gun. Great.
Switch. 55, Mike, 55. Let's go, heavy. Let me what you got.
Throwing on second down, Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Focus, defense, focus.
Yeah.
Check 55, Mike. Check pass. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike
Smooth.
Watch the screen.
Right 3. 218, chopper.
Tighten up.
Hit it.
On 1st and 10, Herbert, and caught by Henry. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Hey, Delta.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Hey.
On third down, Dillon, and he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On first down, Herbert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Ready?
To throw again. Herbert, a quick throw, but incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Herbert. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Aaron Lynch. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long...
On first down, Drake. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Great. Gun.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the Chargers' 36-yard line.
Right there in the middle, 55. Watch the run.
From the 36, Newton. He'll take a shot for the end. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Johnson was the intended receiver.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
6-yard line.
It's been a long day.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Parker the intended target, and now it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Slam, slam, slam.
Gun.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Rip. Go.
Hey, check Mike. Hey, Chris. Watch 55.
Yep. Watch the twist.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Antonio Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Win it in.
Come on, baby. Let's see.
8.
Check
8.
Go.
Now a first down throw for Newton. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Begin.
Gun.
Check 55, Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And it's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Take right. Hey, 4 down.
Great.
Come on out here. Come get some.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Complete. He finds Braid. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Mark 55, Mark 55. Hey!
I smell fear in that offense. I smell.
Now Newton on first down. And this is caught. It's Parker. The Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
And the Dolphins first down.
Great.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Herbert. And now another one thrown incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going to try and throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Throwing on first down. Herbert, and he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Herbert. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He gets this one to Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Foreman. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. 60 or. Come.
On third down, Dillon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Hey, lock it.
Double up, double up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Break on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say...
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Desmond King picks it. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Got it. Set. Ready. 50. Plant.
Hey, get in the weight room.
Get it.
They go play action here on first down. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Squeeze, double. Mike
55.
Looking to throw. Herbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Herbert. Complete. It's Johnson.
Down. 60 outlaws.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chargers 14.
18 Gator.
Man, that's trash. 55's Mike, guys, 55.
Be tripping.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He finds his man Johnson. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. You put up a token.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Gun.
Check, express. Watching your 5.
Let's go, defense.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 46-yard line.
Ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd and 9 now. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Complete. It's Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey, wahoo! Shoot!
From the gun, Herbert. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Right back to Drake. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
8.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Haywood! Get it!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Look, squeeze! Fine!
He's back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Back to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Leo!
Running it here with Peyton. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Check 55 to Mike.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people will go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 26. Check.
Great.
Jump.
And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Newton to throw. Forced out to his left. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. So that'll back him up 5.
already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, huh? They act like they made it, huh? You know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the that haters, huh? I make a lot of new money, huh? When the not savings, huh? Be liking my flavor, huh? I think it's cause ice on the wrist. On the wrist. On the wrist. Watch out,